Well, fine, good evening, everyone. This is Patricia, and I am traveling for history. I'm in Middlebury, Vermont today, which is in Addison County, in case you're curious. And this building in front of us is the Emma Willard House. Besides the fact that I know it is, for a fact, in case you don't believe me, there it is. This is at 131 South Main Street, so it'd be easy to find if you were to plug into Google Maps. I recognized it when I drove by to go to Cornwall, so I thought, oh, I'll come back and film it. I like filming after hours, virtually nobody out, which works for me. Alrighty, so the Emma Willard House is an historic house in Middlebury, Vermont. Built in 1809, it was from 1809 to 1819, the home of Emma Willard, who lived from 1787 to 1870. An influential pioneer in the development of women's education in the United States. Willard established a school for girls at her home in 1814, known as the Middlebury Female Seminary. The school was a precursor to the Emma Willard School, an all-girl private boarding and university preparatory day school opened by Willard in 1821 in Troy, New York. The house was declared a National Historic Landmark in 1965. It now houses the Middlebury College Admissions Office. The Willard House is set on the south side of South Main Street, opposite the main part of the Middlebury College Campus and southwest of the town center. Let me turn around. These buildings you see behind us, all these buildings, Middlebury College. The main block is a 2.5-story brick structure, 4 bays wide, with a hip roof and a stone foundation. A 2-bay, 2-story brick L extends to the rear at a recess from the right side, and a wood frame L is attached to this wing. In fact, let's just go over and take a quick look-see at this. This is that L. Beautiful, isn't it? Very much in keeping with the rest of the house. The house has modest federal styling with granite lintels above the windows and doors. So the lintels are these pieces right here, right? They're above the windows and doors. They help keep the weight directly off the frame, so that the doors and windows aren't crushed by the weight of the rest of the house. The main entrance is in one of the center bays of the main block, framed by sidelight windows and a multilight transom window. So, coming back over here, this door here, transom window, is the one in the center. It may or may not open. The ones that did open would let in air, sort of like early air conditioning. Heat rises, would go out the window, cooler air comes in down below. It's a nice nice early air conditioning system. Sidelight windows. These windows on either side of the front door are sidelight windows because they're on the sides of the door and they let in light. That was the purpose. There is a similar second entrance at the front of the side wing, which we saw, right? The interior of the house also has modest federal styling, and federal styling includes that the windows are above each other completely, typically built of brick, not always, but typically. It has a strong presence, is what it does have. Typically also with a gabled roof, and we know it has a hip roof, pretty close. The house was built in 1809 for Dr. John Willard and Emma Willard. He was 50 and she 22 when they married that year. Emma Hart Willard was born in 1787 and educated at home, developing an interest in teaching at an early age. She moved to Middlebury, where she supervised a girls' academy and studied the curriculum at Middlebury College. In 1814, she opened her Middlebury Female Seminary out of the family home to bring in additional income and operated it there until 1819. In 1818, she proposed a plan for a model women's school to the New York State Legislature, but it was rejected. The people of Troy, New York, offered her a building in which to open such a school, which was formally opened in 1821 as the Troy Female Seminary, which is now the Emma Willard School. In addition to managing the school, she taught classes and wrote textbooks, including volumes on geography and history that saw wide use. She retired from managing the school in 1838, but continued to be active in promoting school reform in general and female education in particular. All right, so let's do a bit of a walk around of the place and see what else we can see about it. All right. It's just started to rain, and guess where my slicker is? In the car. But I think we can get through this, and if not, well, I'll just be a little soggy doggy. Oh, so beautiful. My gosh. What is not to love about this? Man, and we see side lights again, the transom window. I don't know if that opens, but maybe that's where those little hooks. Let's see. Can I show you those little hooks? Yes. So those little things you see right there are hooks, which would make sense because transom windows could be on chains. So anyway, but I don't know for a fact. It's supposition. All right. Let's continue to walk around. And look at these right here. That's how the shutters are. So if you wanted to take them off to paint them, for instance, it'd be pretty easy, wouldn't it? Same is true over here. Just lift them up and boom, boom, done. And they're up there as well, of course. This wood construction in the back, they did say that it was wood construction back here. We can see that it looks like it was built later because it doesn't have those lintels over top that we can see. It would have lintels that would just be built into the wall. And then back here, looks like they're getting ready for graduation. It is almost May. It's April 26, 2022. Now this part of the house, this part of the building rather, has a gabled roof. We've seen this on oodles of buildings, haven't we now? And then this part of the building, there's also this attached to it. I wonder if there had been a carriage house at one point. But I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Look at that beautiful slate terrace. Wow. And then the back side of this door. Excuse me, the back side of this house. That door is so narrow. For servants, perhaps? That is interesting right there. I wonder if that window had been more of a door at some point. or just a longer window. And I'm guessing that was a door at some point. Wonder why. Maybe it's an office now. Looks like there was yet another door right here too. You can see where the lintel had been, and then this is so long. And interesting. I was fascinated by these things. So, I always presume my audience is as well. I mean, you can tell me you're not interested, but quite frankly, I'll continue to film that stuff. So, but, well, you can let me know in the comments below if you wish, but just know that I'll continue to film. Everything looks very tasteful around here. I mean, it is Middlebury College, renowned for the languages that are offered here. There are all sorts of interesting languages here at Middlebury College. Among other things, of course. Now this barn, I don't know if it's part of this building or the one next door, but the fact that the front faces the Emma Willard House suggests to me that it could be part of this property and not part of the house next door. But I have no idea. I only talk. Oops. But it's fascinating. And another gable roof. Interesting pattern on the brick there. See the darker brick? Perhaps the lighter brick was repair work. I don't know, but it's just, I'll put it out there. Alrighty, well, if you enjoy my content, please subscribe to my channel. 166 and growing. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I appreciate that very much. Love the fact that y'all watch my videos. It means a lot to me. In the era of really high gas prices again, it's expensive to drive down here. Now I'm about, well, say I was in Cornwall, so that's about 40 miles from home one way. So filled up my gas tank. It wasn't pretty. Anyway, if you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. And then click on the notifications bell and you'll be notified each and every time I upload a brand new shiny video just for you. And until I see you again, this is Patricia, and I am traveling for history. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.